as Carolina emerge from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Now it's Wilson. Elliott, toss right. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he is tackled inside. The 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. On 8. Great. Hey.
Newton on 1st down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Newton throwing again. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Cowboys offense. The wild optimism going into last season, of course, because they were coming off that 13-3 year, but they faded a bit last year as they dropped to a good but not great 9-7.
The good thing for Dallas, they play in a pretty volatile division, the NFC East. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the East since 2003, 2004, and that was Philadelphia, who currently holds the crown right now. But this is a Dallas team that I think has worked its way through some adversity. They've lost some key veteran players along the way the last 2 years. So the face of the franchise, actually the face is quarterback Dak Prescott. But to me, the guy who really makes him go, running back Ezekiel Elliott. If they get 16 out of him, expect Dallas to be in the thick of things.
Got some real estate inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's coming now. It's coming now. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, It's Elliott, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And there's the first NFL catch for the Maryland man, DJ Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
1st down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Under
4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 498. Here we go, 47.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Newton now on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And Gano's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you can kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go. So you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it, He's taken down. Julius Peppers. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. We turn our attention to the Panthers as they come out here on offense, and it's been an interesting three-year run. You look back to their Super Bowl appearance, then they dropped to 6-10 a couple of years ago. Last year back in the playoffs with 11 wins. So what in 2018?
I think a continuation of 2017 and an expansion on what we...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
47.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 14 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point safely through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. To throw on second down. Newton. He sets the fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on third down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Newton. Escape, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he steps away. That is caught inside the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jameis Olawale taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. 180. Great. Hey.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Prescott now on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Julius Peppers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Prescott from the gun. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Eluding the pressure right. Completes it right side to Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Panthers have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you. And
that the first NFL touchdown in the career of DJ Moore. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day at camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's coming now.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Steps away. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
One across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Do so.
They snap it to Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he'll let it go deep right, and this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Gano out to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He's going to go for a big play. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown in a Cowboy uniform. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Cowboys going for 2. Now, last season, they were 0 for 3 on 2-point tries. Didn't convert a single one.
46. Start that over there. Start there. 47. 26.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Back to the air, Newton on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing on third down, Newton. Steps away to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
The Panthers going for it on fourth. Newton. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A second down throw for Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
Next, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, the 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here's Lewis. Oh, look at that. And now running right through it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Get out. 41's the whip. 26.
Prescott to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He hits Beasley right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here.
Here go 47.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for two is denied. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets him to 1-0. And the Cowboys.
Because